Hello and welcome to my little world. Today we're going to talk about my dress boutique. It was a lot of fun to make. So these are the dolls that are usually in the dress boutique, which is this beautiful little mother and daughter and little baby brother in the carriage. And then this lovely doll here, which I don't remember where I got her, but it might have been Collections, etc., or it might have been Amazon. The mother and daughter I got on Collections, etc., and the baby I got at Goodwill. And I made this little carriage for the baby by putting some wheels on a basket, adding some lace, using some wire. And this little boy actually had a broken head, and I just taped it up and put a little cap on him. So he's a little porcelain baby. And this little girl has a matching hat and dress with her mother. And her mother has her hair up. Very pretty. And the mistress of the boutique is probably the fanciest doll I have and was probably the most expensive, though I never spend too much on my dolls. She was probably more like in the $35 range. I've never spent more than that on a doll, and as I said, most of them I get at Goodwill for $6 to $8. But that's just my frugal nature. So they're in the boutique, and here on the wall I have a sign which says Paris Flea Market, but it has this lady on it in a pretty 20s dress. And as you might notice in my village, there are anachronisms here. There are mixtures of different eras, and I'm okay with that because it's my village and my fantasy, and they all just live together very happily ever after. So I made this dress boutique out of a foam board, and I made these pretty ceilings in it using gold duct tape on, that's just the foam board, and then these plastic designs that are made for 1 to 12 scale dollhouses, I believe, but I just use them in my ceiling. And then I hung these pretty chandeliers from them, which are Christmas ornaments that I got on sale after Christmas one year. I put wallpaper on the walls and decorated it with some pictures that were on other papers, the 12 by 12 scrapbooking paper that I generally use. And this is a very pretty wire dress form that I got on Amazon. And again, it's a jewelry display piece, I believe. This little wall piece here that has containers in it is just made of paperboard, and I decorated it by putting my buttons on the outside of it, and I actually use it to store my buttons so that when I need buttons I just come here to get them. I also have some masks that I made. I ordered, I think it was a set of 10 black masks that didn't have anything on them, and then I just decorated them in different ways with paint and feathers. And you can see some of the feathers are in the storage box here. Here's some more of the masks. I made signs by cutting them out from an old, a reproduction of an old Sears catalog. There's purses displayed here. There's bolts of fabric, which are also some of the fabric that I use when I make doll things. And so again, I use this as storage for my real fabric. There's ribbons and a little sign that says Ribbon Boutique. There's a little miniature mask that I got on Amazon. A little shoe that came from my sister-in-law. Some more masks and bolts of fabric. The top display piece is just a basket, and the bottom display piece is a wooden tray. More bolts of fabric. This is a trunk that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I just have some yarn that I rolled up into balls and other things in there. This is a little bench seat that I got. The dolls can sit on top of it, and it's also being used for display. And it was a little jewelry box. It has some more of the little masks, little masquerade masks. One of these days, once I get my theater made, I'm going to have a masquerade ball for my dolls, because these masks will fit them. And here's just some little butterflies in the drawer that's coming out from the jewelry box slash, what do you call it? Little bench seat. There's a piece of wood on the floor here, and one of the display mannequins is standing there, and I recently attached these little masquerade mask heads to the tops of the models. And in my last video, which was the bakery construction video, I showed the facade of the dress boutique and the display windows that go there, and I had these mannequins there with the little masks that I just used toothpicks to attach. Back here is a mirror, and sitting at the base of the mirror is a little teddy bear with a cute hat and outfit, another teddy bear with a pretty hat, and this is a hat box sitting on the floor. I have brick paper on the floor of part of the dress boutique. This is a cute little chair, which is a little trinket box. Okay, then we move on. I'll move these dolls out of the way, and we'll take a look at the front desk, the center desk at the dress boutique. And this was a pink jewelry box that belonged to my mother that I turned upside down. I put these little pictures on it. And these open places here were where the drawers were. I took the drawers out so that I now have them as display shelves. There's various things on them, ribbon, little spools of thread. Other little metal decorations I have. On top of the desk is the cash register and some little papers that belong to the proprietress, some price tag signs, some little scissors. This is a cute little mousie that's knitting. A little pin cushion that's not really in scale, but it's close enough. Then behind there are some perfume bottle stickers that I just arranged. And then this is part of the jewelry box, and those are just little earrings that I use as brooches on the dolls. On top of the display is a little angel and two porcelain swans. And then above it is a couple of pictures on the wall, gold framed pictures. Over here, we'll move this doll, and you can see the other doll reflected in the mirror. This is another mirror on this side. And I put some very pretty sparkly wallpaper on the wall over here with some little stickers of angels. And over here, pictures of various things that relate to sewing and fashion that came with my scrapbooking paper. Some other scrapbooking paper that has things about haute couture, Paris, la mode, les chaussures, which is shoes, I believe. And I got this last week at Goodwill. It was a little folding picture frame. It was missing the middle pieces on the middle one. So I took a picture which I had and I cut it up and put it into the frame. And now it's a nice little screen that sort of suggests changing area in the dress boutique. Back in the corner, here's another wire dress frame that is a jewelry display. Underneath the mirror is another little tray that I have things in to sell, a hat, some bags, another little teddy bear from Paris, which I got when I was in Paris, a little porcelain lamb sitting there, a little flower vase standing on the floor. This is a carousel horse that I have that I got from Goodwill, and I'm using it. I attached one of the tops that go to the mannequins for jewelry display. I attached that on top of the carousel horse, and I'm displaying bags on it. So I think that's it for the dress boutique. It has a sign up above. It says Marché de Fleurs. And I just wanted to mention that I have a playlist with all of my videos for my 1:4 scale doll village, so that they're all in one place if you want to watch them consecutively. So other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for stopping by to visit with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.